President of the DELSEA Regional High School District Board of Education, I hereby certify that all provisions of the Open Public Meeting Law have been met. Notice of this meeting was mailed to Secretary of the Times, the Sentinel, and the Daily Journal, as well as the municipal clerks of Elk and Franklin Township. Pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call. Mr. Pedro?
Here.
Mrs. Miller? Here. Mr. Dorminio?
Here.
Mr. Lightfoot? Mr. DeWoody?
Here.
Mr. DiMatteo?
Here.
Mr. Borelli?
Here.
Mrs. DeSilvia? Ms. Coop? Here. Present. There's no presentation.
No.
Can I have a motion for reading it?
The move. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? No communications?
Yep. Well, why don't we do the swearing in now?
Oh, yeah, it's very long.
You're on stage, Maya. I ask you to stand, raise your right. You can do it from your seat.
I do my seat?
Yep. And repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Maya Cope,
Do solemnly affirm that as the student representative of the Board of Education,
do solemnly affirm that as a student representative to the Board of Education,
I will adhere to all DELSEA Regional High School District bylaws, policies, and regulations of the board.
I will adhere to all DELSEA Regional High School District bylaws, policies, and regulations of the board
In my role for the mutual benefit of the board, student body, and school district.
in my role for the mutual benefit of the board, student body, and school district.
Congratulations.
Welcome. Thank you. Are there any citizens to be heard?
Ms. Gillespie.
Dr. Brandon, will you be shutting the schools down when the Phillies win the World Series? Nobody's gonna go to school, they want to shut it down.
When the Eagles won Super Bowl, so I didn't want to answer that question.
Nobody's gonna go to school then. We need you to shut it down.
Are there any other citizens to be heard? Very good. Committees. Mr. Brody for personnel.
Thank you, Madam President. I make a motion to approve the following non-teaching staff hire as listed. Okay.
Any questions? Roll call vote, Mr. Petrillo.
Yes.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Dorminio.
Yes.
Mr. DeWoody.
Yes.
Mr. DiMatteo.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
President votes yes, motion passes.
I make a motion to approve the following resignation as listed. Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion is passed.
I make a motion to approve the following leaves of absence as listed. Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion is passed.
Can I come back for a question?
Yes.
With our new vice principal, how's that going to work? With Michelle? With administration?
Oh, the maternity leave.
Yeah.
Fran, do you have a plan for Michelle right now?
Yeah, we'll
We're just gonna
get
do
it
that.
worked out.
Just cover.
Got it. Thank you. I'm sorry.
That's why, and that's one of the reasons why her leave switches from the end of April to July. So she's here for the end of the year to help us with close-up stuff and everything like that.
Good, thank you. I make a motion to approve the following staff for a 7th period stipend at $5,000 prorated each from 10/24/22 through 6/15/22 as listed. Second.
Any questions? Roll call vote, Mr. Petrillo.
Yes.
Mrs. Miller. Yes. Mr. Dorminio.
Yes.
Should be 6:23.
Mr. DeWoody.
Yes.
Mr. DiMatteo.
Correct. Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
I got it.
You got it, Mike? Okay. Yes.
President votes yes, motion is passed.
I make a motion to approve the following students as stage crew for outside district events for the 2022-2023 school year as listed.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion has passed.
I make a motion to approve the rates of pay not covered by the collective bargaining unit for the 22-23 school year.
Second.
All in favor? Oh, I apologize, is there any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention?
I make a motion to approve the following alternative school and bookbinders staff for the 22-23 school year at a previously approved rate as listed.
Second.
I apologize, Mr. Blau, what did you just read?
Number 7.
Thank you so much. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion has passed.
I make a motion to approve the following staff as detention monitors for the 22-23 school year at a previously approved rate as listed.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion has passed.
I make a motion to approve the following staff to participate in the Restorative Justice and Education pilot program at $30 per hour, paid through the grant as listed.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call for Mr. Petrillo.
Yes.
Mrs. Miller. Yes. Mr. Dominion.
Yes.
Mr. DeWitty.
Yes.
Mr. Demaria.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
President Hughes, yes, motion has passed.
I make a motion to approve Andrew Bast to serve as student support for special education students during extracurricular activities for the 22-23 school year at a previously approved rate.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion has passed.
I make a motion to approve the creation of the CAD Computer-Aided Design Club Volunteer Advisor Carlos Castro.
Did I have a second?
Yes.
Good. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion has passed.
That concludes my report.
Thank you very much. Budget and Finance, Mr. Petrillo.
I make a motion to approve the Board Secretary's report in accordance with state statute for the month of September 2022. The Board Secretary certifies that no line item account has been overextended by violation of state statute and sufficient funds are available to meet the district's financial obligations for the remainder of the fiscal year.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion has passed.
Make a motion to approve the Treasury report in accordance with state statute for the month of September 2022. The Treasury report and the Secretary's report are agreement for the month of September 2022.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion has passed.
Make a motion to approve in accordance with state statute the certification of the Board Secretary that there's no changes in anticipated revenue amount or revenue sources.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion has passed.
Make a motion to approve the Board Education certification under state statute. We certify after review of the Secretary's monthly financial report and upon consultations with appropriate district officials that best to our knowledge, no major accounts has been overexpended in violation of state statute and sufficient funds are available to meet the district financial obligations for the remainder of the fiscal year.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion has passed.
Make a motion to approve the report of transfers for September 2022.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call vote, Mr. Petrillo.
Yes.
Mrs. Miller. Yes. Mr. Dominion.
Yes.
Mr. DeWitty.
Yes.
Mr. Demaria.
Yes.
Mr. Borelli.
Yes.
President Hughes, yes, motion passes.
Make a motion to approve the following bills as listed.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call vote, Mr. Petrella.
Yes.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Dorminian.
Yes.
Mr. Woody.
Yes.
Mr. Demaria.
Yes.
Mr. Morelli.
Yes.
President Rich, yes, motion has passed. Thank you very much for your report. Education, Mr. Woody.
I make a motion to approve the following clinics and workshops as listed.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call vote, Mr. Petrella.
Yes.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Dorminian.
Yes.
Mr. Woody.
Yes.
Mr. Demaria.
Yes.
Mr. Morelli.
Yes.
President Rich, yes, motion passes.
I make a motion to approve the submission of the FY23 Title I comparability report.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion is passed.
I make a motion to approve the submission of the FY22 Title I performance report.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion is passed.
I make a motion to approve the following graduate coursework as listed.
Second.
Carlos Castro, the HHS Fire Protection at 1,400. Dana Wilbur, Neurological Basis of Educational Disorders for $2,183.46. And Dana Wilbur again for teaching reading to students with disabilities for $2,183.46.
Second.
Any questions? Roll call vote. Mr. Petrella.
Yes.
Mrs. Miller.
Yes.
Mr. Dorminian.
Yes.
Mr. Woody.
Yes.
Mr. Demaria.
Yes.
Mr. Morelli.
Yes.
President Rich, yes, motion is passed.
Make a motion to approve Camelia Lammer, did I pronounce that right? From the Rowan University Athletic Training Education Program to complete observation hours under the supervision of Kevin Braz.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion is passed.
Lastly, I make a motion to approve the donation of tools from Afflerbach Construction to the Building and Construction Program.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Abstention? Motion has passed. Thank you very much for your report. Policy, Mrs. Miller.
I make a motion to approve on the first reading the following policies and regulation as listed.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion has passed. Do I have someone to read athletic activity for Mr. Whitman?
Sure.
Thank you.
So, I make a motion to approve the following athletic positions for the 2022-2023 school year as listed.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye. Abstain.
Wow, a lot of them.
Opposed? Abstention? Thank you very much.
Abstain.
I make a motion to approve the annual baseball trip to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina from 3/29/23 through 4/1/23.
Second.
Any questions?
I ask this every year. We'll have an agenda as far as supervision and
They'll provide a list of chaperones as well as kids going.
Very good. Any further questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion has passed.
I make a motion to approve the following 2023-2024 Tri-County Conference school fee of $1,450 per school and the following ticket prices for all athletic events as listed.
And second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion has passed.
I make a motion to approve homeschooled student VB to try out for the high school play.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion is passed. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Buildings and grounds, Mr. Demario.
I make a motion to approve the following facility request as listed.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion is passed.
I make a motion to approve the 3-year comprehensive maintenance plan.
Any
Second.
questions? Very good, thank you. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion is passed.
I make a motion to approve the annual maintenance budget amount worksheet, Form F-1.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion is passed.
I make a motion to approve the maximum capital reserve in the amount of $9,598,301.
Any questions? Can I have a second?
Second.
Thank you very much. Any questions?
Yeah, I question, that's the max you can, it's
Max.
not that you're going to have.
Forgot here.
I just want to make sure we clarify
I've
that.
never had that,
I'd love to have that.
Just want to make sure.
in case of a big donation.
Any further questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion is passed. Thank you very much. Would anybody like to grab cafeteria?
I make a motion to approve the following cafeteria report for September 2022 as listed.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion is passed. Thank you very much.
See the village or something? You don't see the village?
Transportation, Mr. Armenia.
I make a motion.
Frank should take this. I make a motion to approve the parent transportation jointure for student FC to Bank Ridge Development Center on route DHS 23 from September 1st, 2022 through June 30th, 2023 at a per diem rate of 40 cents per mile.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion is passed. Thank you very much. Superintendent's report.
Recommend the board approve the following special education tuition student placement as listed.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion has passed.
Recommend the board approve the following field trips in accordance with our fee schedule and educational significance as listed.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion has passed.
Recommend the board approve the 2022-23 DELSEA virtual remote learning.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion has passed.
Recommend the board approve the memorandum of agreement between education and law enforcement officials.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Okay, question please.
Yes.
Here, Dr. Reardon, is there any kind of major differences between Illinois this year?
None. Zero.
Thank you.
Any further questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion has passed.
Recommend the board approve the September 2021, what should say 2022 high school middle school gift report. As
So moved.
last month.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion has passed.
Recommend the board acknowledge the receipt of the October 2022 high school middle school gift report as presented.
So moved.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion has passed.
And the reports are there for your perusal.
Thank you very much. Student board member report.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep this quick because I think some of us might want to see the Phillies. But before we met, or not before we met, last time we met, it was pre-homecoming, so I just wanted to touch on that. Homecoming was great. If I had to describe it in one word, successful. It was kind of a nostalgic feeling in the moment, so that's how you know it was good. So I think all the students kind of had fun knowing that like it was a normal year, normal homecoming, you know, so that was fun. But I wanted to kind of shift into more important things. I wanted to spend most of my time talking about suicide awareness. I feel like DELSEA does a pretty good job at spreading the hotline for suicide awareness, which is changed to 988. I know DELSEA DACA has been passing out ribbons and cards and stuff. But I'm going to be very blunt with all of you. How many kids are actually calling that hotline? I feel like I read up on it, and there are 20% of high school students have had suicidal thoughts, and those are the students that have actually admitted it, and 9% have attempted to take their own life. And again, that's the 9% that have actually admitted it. And there are much more than that. I feel like I'm bringing this up now because I feel like, you know, the high school and the middle school too, because you know, you're never too young to be thinking about suicide, should go that extra mile when it comes to suicide prevention. I know that one year we had a assembly on where a man came in and talked about the loss of his son, which that was very sad and it opened a lot of eyes. But I was thinking more along the lines of maybe someone who can come in and let kids know, just push it into their heads that there is another option. Because I feel like if you are really in the spot where you want to take your own life, you're not going to be calling a hotline. And although it is really helpful for some kids, I know that, you know, it's not necessarily, I feel like we could be doing more, going the extra mile. And if there was any sort of ideas or advice for that, I would love to hear it so that maybe I can start working with Mr. Cecile.
Luckily, they're both here.
Yeah, these two
Here.
do. So, but any questions for me?
But that's very good.
Do you agree though, like when kids feel that way, it's more that the first thing they would do is, well, before they did anything, they're probably going to tell someone or say give some sort of clue. So also that would be good. It's like, I know you, like not you personally, but I know kids don't want to tell on their friends, but like, that's something that you need to tell.
Well, nowadays, kids won't tell anyone directly. They'll resort to social media, and they'll post it on Instagram, Snapchat, like, oh, I want to kill myself. And it's just so, everyone says it so much that it's just so, they won't take it seriously until it happens. So their cry for help kind of goes ignored. So I feel like definitely we should push in the school that if you see anyone posting, hey, I'm going to kill myself in my story, just don't skip through it because they could be seriously having suicidal thoughts. And I know we have a wellness center and things like that at the school now, which is really good, but you could always do more to prevent teen suicide, because I know that most of the suicide does come from teens, because pressure to succeed and school stress and bullying, and just when you're a high school student, everything's the end of the world. So it just kind of, I feel like it should be pushed more in the high school and middle school on just preventing suicide.
Just to encourage people to reach out.
Yes.
There's around them that they see are in need.
Yes.
And Maya's so right. This year, through our ESSER funds last year, we purchased the services of Ascenda for some mental health supports for our students. And this is for our top tier students who really are in desperate need of mental health support. And we have a waiting list for Ascenda. We have a waiting list. We can't even accommodate all the kids who need to be seen or who are asking to be seen. And the middle school, they haven't even gotten their counselor yet because Ascenda can't even staff. It's so needed that they can't even staff all the schools at this point. So I can tell you that not only are the kids needing it, but they're seeking help. Like they literally are going, but it's not even the parents are telling us. They're saying, I need to see somebody. And they themselves we have a waiting list of kids that we can't get to.
And I feel like kids won't kill themselves unless they genuinely think it's a last resort option. And it's not just high school. We want to be teaching this now because I know Rowan University, my dad works there, they had to put up guards on the top of the parking buildings because kids were jumping off of them. And I feel like if they would have had that in high school, telling them, hey, that is not the only option, it would have decreased their chance of actually doing it, because I don't think college is push it at all. So it's nice to start somewhere and start with middle school and high school so that they know that these years, there's life after these years, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So.
If I may, I know from some experiences, Ocean City had some severe situations where I think 3 or 4 suicides in a year of their students. And Dr. Taylor, and now Matt Freeman is the superintendent there. They have some good programs because unfortunately it was after the fact,
Yeah.
not before. But they have done some nice things there that may be a resource to the principals or to the district, seeing what they're doing and how they're doing it, since they've lived through, and again, it's not too late ever to do something.
That's fine, that's really excellent, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Executive
Very
Board
good.
members.
Like, I have nothing. We should come to me next time.
And School Business Administrator report.
Recommend the board approve the submission of the following other capital projects to the Department of Education for review and approval and for amendment to the long-range facilities plan. It is further understood that the district is not seeking funding at the current time for this project.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion passes.
Recommend the board approve the public advertisement for to receive bids for the new field house.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstention? Motion passes.
That concludes my report.
Thank you very much, Joe. Would there be any old business? Any new business?
Please. Since the last meeting, we've had some accomplishments from our students I'd just like to recognize. Coach Marquez breaking the high school football scoring record that Mr. Oberg had held for years. Congratulations to him. And also, the pep band. I've noticed 100% improvement since last year. They're doing a tremendous job. I appreciate all the effort that's put into that.
That's intentional, they're working really hard.
Yeah, they're doing real well. And also, at the homecoming, the concert choir rendition of the national anthem was tremendous. They did a nice job too. So, my commendations go out.
Very good. I'm sure we all agree with that, so. Thank you.
And also, congratulations to homecoming. Jocelyn, am I pronouncing that right? Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Very good. Is there any further new business? Would there be any further citizens to be heard? Very good. With no executive session, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Thank you all.
So cool.